Snowball sampling is a participant recruitment method that relies heavily on social networks and personal referrals to build a sample. The process begins with a small group of initial participants who are chosen based on their relevance to the study. These participants are then asked to refer others they know who meet the study's criteria, who in turn refer more people, and so on, creating a snowball effect. Over time, the sample grows organically, expanding through connections within a specific community or network. This method is especially useful when researchers are working with hard-to-reach populations. These might include people in marginalized groups, individuals involved in illegal activities, or those whose experiences are not easily accessible through conventional recruitment methods, such as people who have experienced homelessness or are part of underground subcultures. In many cases, people within these groups may not want to reveal their identities to researchers, especially if their involvement in the group is sensitive or stigmatized. However, through personal referrals from trusted peers, they may be more likely to participate. The trust established between members of the community can make them more comfortable with sharing their experiences, allowing researchers to collect rich, authentic data from participants who would otherwise be unreachable. Snowball sampling can be highly cost-efficient and flexible. Despite its advantages, snowball sampling also has several potential drawbacks, the most notable being the risk of bias. Since participants are recruited through personal networks, the sample is often restricted to people who are socially connected, which can limit the diversity of the sample. This lack of diversity can skew the results, making it difficult to generalize findings to the broader population. Moreover, snowball sampling can create a chain of referrals that is disproportionately shaped by the initial participants. If the first few participants are not representative of the population being studied, their referrals may perpetuate this imbalance, further reducing the sample's representativeness. Another challenge is the difficulty in controlling sample size. Since snowball sampling relies on personal referrals, the growth of the sample can be unpredictable. In some cases, the snowball may gather momentum quickly, leading to a large, varied participant pool. In other instances, recruitment may stall if participants are unwilling or unable to refer others, resulting in a sample that is too small to draw meaningful conclusions. Given its strengths and limitations, snowball sampling is most effective in studies where recruiting participants through traditional methods would be difficult or impractical. It is particularly well suited for research involving rare populations, sensitive topics, or hidden communities where members may be reluctant to come forward on their own. This method is also useful in qualitative research where the goal is to collect in-depth, nuanced data from a specific group rather than to achieve broad generalizability. In exploratory research, snowball sampling can help research generate preliminary data about populations that are otherwise difficult to access. It allows for a gradual expansion of the sample, giving researchers the flexibility to adjust their recruitment strategy based on the data collected. However, because of the potential for bias, snowball sampling is generally not recommended for studies that require representative samples or where generalizability to the broader population is a primary concern.